10, 11, 15, 55, 80, 1, 65, 9, 49, 48.
Hello guys, hello. So guys, today tunaanza our day with the true crime video, and we are going to talk about Pastor Paul Mackenzie. And before we go there, guys, like how far can you go for faith? Like how far can you actually lead yourself to the grave in the name of faith? And what exactly do you believe in? Kwa hii faith yako, if somebody comes and asks you, ni nini unaamini? By the hii kitu inafanya ukufe, ni nini unaamini? Are you even able to say what you believe in? So this is the story of Pastor Paul Mackenzie, and he has been the center of attraction, almost the center of what this. So I think for the past 1 month, amekuwa na mambo mingi. This guy has done the most, and I just want to put it out there that if this guy was actually a Muslim who bought land and actually erected a mosque na akaanza kuradicalize watu, he would not have gone all this time, because this guy started preaching from around 2003 to this point. You can imagine how many atrocities amefanya. I'm sure if he was a Muslim who radicalized people, he would not have gone this far, angeenda this far. But as Christians and our Kenyan community, like 90% of Kenyan community being a Christian, kuna venye somehow tunaegemea sana kwa Christianity, and we don't associate Christianity na na hiyo extremism and everything. So guys, this guy actually, if you ask me, I just say the way Ruto said, he's just a terrorist. Like there's no difference with him and a terrorist who just came and attacked people and killed people. But this is just the difference is that he didn't hold up a gun and just shoot. He just manipulated them. And I've come to know that manipulation is not for kids alone or for peer pressure. It can go to the oldest of ages. So how well do you know this Pastor Paul Mackenzie? I'll give you some things that I know. Pastor Paul Mackenzie was born in 1970s. Apparently others say it's 1961. And he was 51 years old. He had a wife. I don't know, he has, who went by the name of Joyce Wakamba, and he's actually a Kikuyu. And not a lot is said about his kids. The only thing I've heard about his kids is that he doesn't believe in education. So most of his kids, he didn't go to school. Yes, so that is what I know. And how did he come to land in Migingo? Do you know, guys? Migingo is the place where he resided before he left for Shakahola. So he came to Migingo kuishi na sister yake ambaye alikuwa mwonekana mzungu. That's how he found himself in Migingo. And hapa Migingo, he was a taxi driver. And he was a taxi driver for a while, for 5-6 years. And after kukaa hapo for 5-6 years, he set up a church. And hii church ilimletea shida because apparently he was history ya fasting ijaanza sahi. He started kuingiza watu kwa hiyo fasting. Apparently kids wa shule in schools around, and at a point he was even arrested with 35 university, high school and primary school students because of them refusing to go to school, determining it as ungodly. Kwenda shule imekuwa ungodly. So hiyo mvutano yeye na the community around there because of kids not going to school, kids fasting and all that shit made him leave that place for Shakahola. And Shakahola akwenda juzi, like kitambo, alienda 2022 na ni last year too. Look how many people have died in the shortest period ever. Look, angalia watu wangapi wamekufa, wamekufa. And I feel like if those people who are in Migingo were actually very, au sijui wanaitwa nyumba kumi, wanaitwa chiefs, wanaitwa MCAs, whatever those leaders around there, if they had actually taken, because kama alishikwa hiyo time, there's even a time alishikwa because of two kids who died at the custody of their parents, but these kids died of starvation, or I can call it starvation. It was not fasting, because there's no kid who understands what shit is fasting to a kid. A kid doesn't know what fasting is. So even these parents who actually let their kids die of starvation under their custody, sijui how they survive. Like, mbona mko huku nje, mnafaa kuwa ndani, because you literally killed your children. You literally killed your kids. So he bought land in Shakahola, a 10-acre land, and it was a part of a ranch, Chaka something ranch. So akanunua part of it, which was 10 acres, but the whole area, it is a vast area, and it is a vast forest, guys. It is said to be 840 acres of land. You can imagine, guys. So he took 10 acres from there, and whoever sold it to him said that Pastor Mackenzie told him that anaenda kufanya farming. So that's why he sold the land to him. I don't know if it was ndasemaje, it was a way of maybe lazima mtu ajue mtakufanya nini land ndio muuzie ama nini, but that is what is being said. So hii time yote when he came alone. I don't know where Joyce Wakamba is and the kids, because apparently he had kids, nobody saying how many, and hata hayuko kwa limelight, hata huyo bibi hayuko kwa limelight, and I don't think ningekuwa mimi ningekuwa kwa limelight. Okay? But apparently the church that they began in Migingo, they actually began together, him and the wife. So hii kitu ilikuwa a family thing. So akienda pale Shakahola nini, wafuasi wakaanza kumfuata sasa, kumfuata one by one, and eventually they were at their hundreds. Yes, they were at their hundreds. And the shopping center around that area, watu walikuwa wanasema when these people started streaming in, they were actually buying food stuff. So they didn't come and just start fasting. They were buying food stuff, they were doing what. So guys, before hata utuende buying food stuffs nini. So these people were following him, because apparently marriages were dissolved. Like, mimi nitoke niache bwanangu na watoto, ama niache bwanangu niamke na watoto wangu niende. Families were dissolved, a lot of things, yani vitu tu ziliharibika in the name of going to this Good News International, whatever, and everything. So hapa Shakahola, the people at the shopping center pale wanasema kids used to come to buy food stuffs nini. Then with the time vitu zilikuwa zina change, yani vitu zina change hapo. Unapata like kids wanazofika every day, like the way they came last week is not the way they are looking this week. Wanakaa sorry guys, wanarudi then wanakuja next week wanadhofika zaidi, wanakaa njaa, wanakaa kukonda, wanakaa nini. And they were saying they were being forced to fast. An elder went by the name Maingi said that those kids said that if you refuse to fast, you are beaten to death. Hey, my point is, these are your kids. Like, how brutal are you? Yani nini una believe in? Like, what is this that you believe in so much that you're allowing somebody to beat your child to death? Mm-hmm. And they were fasting to go and meet Jesus. Na mmesikia huyu mwenye ana nini? Anauza tickets to heaven. Lakini Mungu si unajionea. Anyways. So, apparently after a while these kids were never seen again. They were not going to the shops. They were not they just disappeared. No kid was going to the shopping center again. And apparently now, according to the way things are unfolding, these kids actually died. They were dying, and wengine walikuwa maybe wamefika wawezi tembea tena. So they were dying one by one. They didn't die like once, of course. They died one by one. And there's a lady I watched it at Citizen TV, not yesterday but one, and she was saying that his brother, her brother, I mean, and the wife left for Shakahola with the 5 kids. But when this news erupted, she was able to see their wife and the brother and the wife, but she never saw the kids. So she's wondering, where are the kids? Where are the kids? Like, I feel like any sijui tuseme aje, mi sitaki tu kumpatia false hopes, but man, I don't want to talk about it, but where are the kids? Watoto wako wapi? So guys, this controversies, it's not even a controversy, this massacre that has gone on, bodies after bodies. Kuna body ingine niliona hadi turn into skeleton. So when did this guy start this thing? Like there are some bodies that you cannot, yani, some images that can really haunt you, can really make you feel, I don't know. So this post, okay, let's leave Pastor Paul Mackenzie alone, and let me ask you guys, just how far can you go for your faith? Na hii faith yako actually, what do you believe in? Ni kitu gani una believe in that is making you go through all this? Because Pastor Paul Mackenzie had really sijui niite kuradicalize hadi watoto, because there's a small clip I saw, I don't even remember where I saw it, where that child was holding a Bible and very articulate that sisi Pastor Paul hajatulazimisha na kitu, sisi wenyewe tunafuata Biblia. Unaweza tu imagine vile mkosta anaweza ongea. And I was like, how are you going to remove Pastor Mackenzie from this boy's head? I mean, it was not that easy. For me, it was not easy in terms of me seeing that and really now trying to kusemaje, to understand this whole thing. It's not that easy. People, yani watu walikuwa wamenini. But if you ask me, I feel like Pastor Paul Mackenzie had really, I'd really put it into people's heads, or going to heaven, all this shit, fasting, but it reached a point he actually got tired of all this, and he could not actually tell them. Angewambia like, but this shit isn't working anymore, just go back to your family. Alishindwa tu, he could not accept that. Not accepting, but angerudi chini awaambie that hii kitu haiwork, there's nothing here, there's nothing we are trying to do here, go back to your families and everything. So he just felt like he should end it all. He just took the highway, angechukua to the road, ama angechukua, I don't know what he could have taken. Angewaambia tu akae tu mjinga, akae stupid, akae mtu ana mwelekeo, but at least save lives. But I feel that is what happened to this guy. He just reached a point. He knew that this thing is going nowhere. He is tired himself, because I don't think he's a man of God. And there's nothing as hard as doing something you don't actually, that is not from your heart. He just got tired. He's seeing these hundreds of people there. Because apparently around Malindi area, Shakahola area and all that, there are hundreds of people who have been reported missing. And everybody else now, watu wana flock there. If your person, your wife, your husband, your kids, your sister, your brother went missing, they actually are going there to check if, apparently, like from yesterday, I've not heard stories from Shakahola. I feel like the government has wamefanya ile kitu, and I don't think it's okay, by the way. I don't know why the government always enjoys having information, not even hiding information from the public, because it gives us a certain impression of the government, which may be wrong, but that is what the impression that they give us. Because hizo bodies wakati zilifika 90, because we are at 90 bodies and counting, since then we've not had anything new. But I am so happy for the 34 people who were able to be rescued, and I'm very sorry for those who still feel that they should continue their fasting, like the lady and the other one who didn't want to be helped because apparently she wanted to die and meet Jesus. We will all die, that's for sure. We will all die. But mbona tunaharakisha kifo yetu? Because of what? Because of somebody who decided that, I don't know. But my point, guys, there's also this lady There's also this lady went by the name Betty, aliacha kazi ya air hostess akafuata Pastor Mackenzie. The sister is said aliacha kazi ya military. Another one, in another source I saw that they said that he left a very good, I don't know, boutique and something. So I don't know exactly what job she was doing, but she let that go and followed Pastor nani karibu niseme Ezekiel, Pastor Mackenzie. I'm just asking, just how far can people go for faith? And what exactly do you believe in first place? Like, ni nini una believe in that you can leave your work? Yeah? Because even the Bible says, those who do not work shall not eat. So if that job means God has approved it for you to do it because you have to work. And you cannot work for yourself and pay unless it's a business. Huwezi kaa kwa nyumba ujioshe vyombo jilipe. Ona. So I just feel like people were just not being smart. They were just being brainwashed, being told things that in their real, for somebody to go to school and become an air hostess, then you're not kubebewa akili. But I cannot judge because I don't know the intense pressure, the intense power, or the intense manipulation that this guy had. So says judge anyone. This lady went by the name Betty Agenta someone. She actually the parents actually were old members or were yani ni watu wa kitambo kwa hiyo church. And actually the son had died this year March 23rd. A 9-year-old boy by the name Jason or Jason whatever, who was the son to this woman, this air hostess, had died in the same cult. But this woman still followed this cult. But what kind of manipulation is this? People just need slaps. Like, what is this? Don't you guys think that was like a wake-up call for that whole family? Leave alone others. That family, that this is not working, because this Jason was actually stabbed to death too, because that's like the norm of this church. He was also stabbed to death. And it's I mean, I don't know. Just let's choose churches that we go to. Let's let the government start regulations on how these churches register themselves, because every church is registering. Mtu anaamka tu na church anaenda na register. Hata milango ya nyuma tu, mtu anaenda tu milango ya nyuma na register church, anaanza kufunza vitu zenye ziko well known to him or her peke yake, but anataka kuzinstill in other people's brains. Na anazinstill na pressure fulani mpaka inakuwa some kind of radicalization, some kind of extremism, some kind of manipulation, yani some kind, you know. So guys, I feel like that's all I had for you guys today. And I just hope that we become smart, that that God gives us the grace or the wisdom to discern these pastors, to discern these churches, to discern what kind of faith we are following, just to be alert. Because man, the way things are happening, I don't even understand what is going on, and I really wish quick recovery for those who are in the hospital. And I also, you know, and my heart goes out to the kids who died for something they don't even understand. But may God punish the parents who let their kids die in such a brutal manner. I'm not sorry, by the way, because parents, we are here to lead our kids in the right direction. I'm not saying I'm a perfect parent, but I'm just praying that God enables me to see things that might hurt me and my kids. So guys, that's the video for today. Hope you like it, hope you share, and hope you subscribe. Go and watch my drumstick recipe and watch it. Above all, I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Mumesema that sina voice kwa channel yangu. I'm working on it, guys. Don't rain on me. I'm just a one-man guy, one lady, one-man guitar. But we shall get there. Bye.